Alexander Arrington here, taking just a few seconds to talk about my beliefs. Not really my beliefs, they're more of the beliefs of neurolinguistic programming. Anthony Robbins have talked about them, but it's the 7 principles of success. The 7 things you have to believe in order to be successful. So I didn't create these, they're on the internet. But one of those things, one of the 7, are everything happens for a reason. And this is something importantly whenever you start doing things with your life, you start thinking about your life, that you have to really believe that everything in your life is happening for a reason. There's a reason why this idiot comes into your life. There's this reason why, you know, things didn't work out with this particular opportunity, but everything is gearing you toward something better, something greater, and something stronger. And so you have to believe in your life. In order to be successful, you have to believe that everything is happening on purpose. There are no coincidences in life, but everything is there to teach you and to help you. The second principle is there's no such thing as failure. There's only results in life. And so a lot of people give up whenever there's a situation that, you know, causes them to feel like a failure. Maybe you were humiliated in a particular situation. Maybe a business went bankrupt. Whatever the situation, you know, you feel like, wow, that was a huge failure, and I can't believe that happened to me. And a lot of people make the biggest mistake whenever they fail at something, or whenever something doesn't work out, is they just stop trying. So they're closer to success than they were when they first started, but they just stopped trying. And so one of the things that failure can do for you is give you the ability to begin again more intelligently and not make that same mistake again. One of the things they say, like the acronym for FAIL, is first attempt in initial learning, I believe, is the acronym for FAIL. And so whenever you're failing, you're actually learning. One of the things that Michael Jordan said is the reason he was so successful is because he had screwed up so much. The reason he was successful is because he failed so much, and that's why he was a success. Another principle you must believe in is that whatever happens, take responsibility. And this is probably the hardest thing for people, because a lot of people don't want to take responsibility. You know, everything is someone else's fault. You know, you're not in college because, you know, your mom and dad didn't care about putting you through college, or didn't encourage you to go to college. You're at this job because you know it was the only one you could take, and the economy's so bad. You know, but you know, a lot of times people say, you know, they don't take responsibility for their life. They don't take responsibility for their actions. You know, this person made me mad. This person, you know, but this is probably the worst thing you can do, because you're giving all your power away. You have no strength inside of you whenever you start saying, well, he made me do this, or that person made me do this, or, you know, I'm not successful in life because, you know, I just didn't have the right upbringing. And that's total crap. You have to take responsibility for your life in order to be successful, because that's where you get your power, that's where you get your strength, and you can't blame other people for that. Another principle is you don't have to understand everything to use everything. And a lot of times people get you know, locked down in all the details of what they're going to do in order to try and figure something out, or they won't start something new because they feel like they have to figure everything out about, you know, you want to start a real estate business, you think, well, you know, I'm going to have to start, you know, figuring everything out about the real estate business. I'm going to have to, you know, go to college, get a business degree. If I'm going to start a business, I'm going to have to, you know, and you create all these problems and all these things. You don't really have to do that. You just have to know what's successful, what's working. And so you can go to someone else that has a real estate business, you can do that, and you can model their pattern. If there's someone else who's successful, you know, find someone that's doing what you want to do, and then you're able to not necessarily copy, but use their success model, you know. So if you want to start a real estate business, find someone who's successful at the real estate business, and try to ask that person questions, try and get, you know, them to take you under their wing. But, you know, you don't have to, you know, you don't have to figure out everything about something in order to be successful at something. And most time, successful people are generally successful, super successful at one particular thing. They're not successful at a lot of things, they're successful at one particular thing. So Michael Jordan could shoot a ball in the hoop, you know. He was really successful at that. And entrepreneur, you know, he was an entrepreneur. So he used that to help him. But you know, a lot of successful people, if you really think about it, they're successful at one particular thing. The next one is that people are your greatest resource. We have to stop isolating ourselves and feeling like we're going to have to do everything alone. In order to be successful, you have to let people in. You have to stop living this, you know, isolated life of, you know, well, I'm just going to do it all on my own. Use your resources. People want to help you and help other people. You know, do things for other people. Try to work with other people. I mean, everyone who's successful is because of other people. If an inventor makes something, it's because people are going to buy it and he found a need. But really, people are going to help you in the pathway to being successful. Another thing, one of the other principles is work is play. Sometimes we take work and life so seriously. You know, everything is like so serious, you know, and we have all these ridiculous standards, we have all these ridiculous principles we have to follow before we can do something. Work is play, life is play. Life is a game, and it's just something we're playing. You want to enjoy it. Stop being so serious about life. Stop being so serious about, you know, what someone did to you or this. Just work to move forward, you know, and do things that, you know, are fun. You know, treat life like it's a video game. Okay, well, what are we going to do fun today? What's exciting going to happen today? You know, stop worrying so much about bills and all this stuff. Not to say don't pay your bills, but pay your bills. But, you know, the importance is really taking life with a grain of salt and really enjoying this wonderful thing that we have called life. The last one is there is no such thing. There's abiding success where there's commitment. So there's success when you're committed to something. You don't have to, if you're not committed to something, you're not going to be successful. So you have to be really committed to something, and you're going to get knocked down. A lot of times, you know, you're not going to be able to do something, but you have to be absolutely committed to doing something because you're going to get all kinds of roadblocks. Any tips that you guys have, leave them in the comments below of what helps you to be successful, and that's the end of my video.